Big shout to the ghosts and the ghost sets. In this episode, we talk about Derek Tuna McGuire, a Pagans president, Operation Patched Out, a Rhode Island case. I'm gonna show you information on this case to show you how unjust the RICO works, how unjust the police are, and this is not just defending someone I know. I'm gonna show you factually why this is unconstitutional, and we get into it on this episode of Demons Rhode TV. And oh yeah, we ghosting, baby. Big shout to the ghosts and the ghost sets. Welcome to Demons Rhode TV, the holy grail of MC culture, where we cover everything motorcycle and motorcycle club involved. I'm Sos the Ghost. I'm your host for the evening, and in this culture, we need the lawyers. Anybody that rides that's a lawyer. We need the lawyers to start stepping it up. I'm gonna break it down to you how Derek Tuna McGuire, someone that was in the club with me, that I know personally, his character and the type of person that he is, how they're paying him out to be a monster, how they're trying to suck him dry of money, how they're trying to use his wife for him to cop out when they have nothing on him. And I want you to see how the media works with the police to violate your rights. Let's look at the first clip from this whole situation and tell me what you get from this. Run it.
We begin with the latest developments on a story we first broke on WPRI.com yesterday. More than 50 alleged associates of two violent motorcycle gangs arrested as part of the largest takedown in state police history.
And dozens of illegal guns and drugs were also seized. Today, many of those suspects appeared in court.
All right, so let's just pause it right there. You see all the guns, you see all the drugs, you see all this stuff, right? What if I told you that all of those guns were three different people and they're all legal guns? Would you think differently about it? What if I told you the marijuana was this brother over here got an ounce, person who use smokes, whatever he does. This brother over here has some weed. Maybe this brother over here hustles, it's a possibility. They make it seem like it's a whole big conspiracy. Everything was together. They take everybody's cuts, they lay it out on the table, they put all these guns out that are legal firearms, but they do not mention that in this clip right here.
Derek Tuna McGuire ordered held without bail on at least 221 charges in Providence District Court and a probation violator in Superior Court.
I would hope he wouldn't be out for quite a long time.
Rhode Island State Police worked for a year to arrest McGuire, the alleged president of the Rhode Island chapter of the Pagans motorcycle gang, who was the first of dozens of people to be arraigned Thursday as part of Operation Patched Out.
Okay, so they drag him out to court, right? They're putting it on the media so everybody could see it, right? Innocent till proven guilty, right? They have no evidence on him except for illegal wiretaps. So that's what they have on him, illegal wiretaps. Remember that, because it's very important to this case. But if it's innocent till proven guilty, how do you sit in front of your peers, in front of a jury, and sway them if the media is promoting it on different channels that you're a monster? How is that fair? How is that even legal? So if that jury watches that media clip, he's guilty in their eyes, which means he doesn't have a fair trial, and they're doing it publicly for everyone to see it. So they arrested 50 people. Then they take my boy, who's a solid dude, a real, genuine, solid dude that takes care of his family, always looks out for people. They make a piece of paper, they take his picture and put him at the top of the piece of the paper, and then now he has to look at 12 years while everybody else is getting time serving. This is what they're doing to shake the brother down. So when they cop out, it's like basically agreeing that it was a whole RICO case, like it was a whole conspiracy. So that's what they do. Now I want to run this newer video where they're throwing out the wiretap. The only thing that they have on them is conversations that were illegally recorded. illegally recorded and in a court of law were thrown out. Run the clip.
Target 12, the Rhode Island Attorney General's office says it's disappointed but will respect the state Supreme Court's decision on wiretaps obtained in a criminal case targeting biker gangs. Today, the Supreme Court upheld a lower court ruling from 2019 that numerous wiretapped conversations from Operation Patched Out could not be used at trial because the wrong judge signed off on an extension of the wiretap authorization. The Attorney General's office says they will reevaluate the cases in light of the Supreme Court's ruling.
The Supreme Court, let me run that back. The Supreme Court said that these wiretaps were illegal, but yet my brother has an ankle bracelet on. They will not allow him to leave his house. They put an ankle bracelet on his wife. So now his kids are treated like prisoners because they can't go anywhere because their parents are being kept in the house when the wiretap was the only evidence that they have on him, and yet still. And then what do? They make him sign papers so that he can't go to the media. You see how this works? They can blast him in the media, tell him all this stuff, but he could have never got his bracelet if he didn't sign the paperwork, so he couldn't go to the media. So his rights are being violated. They have zero evidence. I'm telling you, I'm not just saying it because I personally know him. I'm saying it because they have zero evidence. They never caught him with a gun, with drugs, anything. They took his picture and put it on the top of a piece of paper, and that's why he has to look at 12 years with no evidence, because other people are copping out to crimes that they want to get out of jail early. Rhode Island. This is the United States of America. He has constitutional rights. You are violating his constitutional rights. You need to take the bracelet off him and let him go to work. Stop trying to squeeze him for money. He has to pay for his lawyers, but at the same time, they won't allow him to go work. So what is he supposed to do to support his family? They even have his wife. So what they're doing is trying to put the pressure on his wife now, where she has the bracelet on. So now he has to cop out so she doesn't have to get in any trouble. This is how filthy these people are. This is how corrupt these people are. We need to make our own paper with the DA, with the police, with the detectives, and put all of them and put one of them at the top of the paper and let them do the time, because they're the ones that are violating his constitutional right. In this country, you're innocent till proven guilty. They have not found this man guilty. He should not be on an ankle bracelet. He should not be spending thousands of dollars to a lawyer. He should not have to do any of it. And this is why I say, as a community, we need to start sticking together. We need to have funds to help people that are going through this. His kids are the ones that are suffering. His family is suffering. Why? Because they had it in for him? Why? Because he was a Pagans president? That's the only reason why? What other reason do they have to keep this man on an ankle bracelet looking at 12 years? And this is how they play the game of RICO with all MCs. And I'm telling you, if you don't stand up for the Tunas of the world, for the Freddie Aguelos of the world, just because you're on one side of the spectrum, when it comes down to your club, no one's going to be there to help you.